everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today I came into the garden to harvest some turnip greens. But once I got out here, I see that there are a few more other things that I'm going to be able to harvest also. So I decided to get my camera out and take you all along with me. So let's get started. And this is the bed I'm going to be harvesting my turnip greens out of. These stems are just breaking. They are tender. When I harvest, I like to leave as much of the soil inside the bed as I can. That way I won't have so much to deal with when I'm trying to clean my greens. I don't want a lot of soil on my greens. But this is what my turnip greens are looking at. The bottoms are looking like on the turnip greens. It looks like I'll be able to go ahead and get these out, and then I'll be able to plant something else in this bed. I got some new spinach seeds in the mail, and this is where I think I'm going to be planting the spinach. I already planted some spinach in the garden, but it's in a 30-gallon grow bag, but I wanted to be able to put some in a bed also, so we can have a lot of spinach this season. And I'm just going to be laying these greens on the ground because I don't have anything out here that's big enough to put my greens in right now. I'll go and get something. The basket that I bought out here are not big enough for these turnip greens. Look like these turnip greens gonna be a lot of work because I'm gonna have to pick them, wash them. So I might not want to harvest too much more stuff because I really don't like to harvest a whole lot of food at one time if I, don't have time to do all of it. And so I would rather just go ahead, get these turnips, take them inside, and take care of them. I really have plans on getting some okra. I can get the okra. I'll get the turnip greens, the okra. I did see some peppers that I'll get, so I won't be overloaded. Well, I'm going to go ahead and harvest all of the turnip greens that's in this bed. And these are the turnip greens that I started inside from seed. And then I bought them out here and planted them in this bed. So you can start your turnip greens from seeds and you can still get nice bottoms. Y'all, there are some turnip greens that don't have any bottoms on them. And that one of them is the 7 top turnip. They won't produce any bottoms. So if you're a person that likes turnip greens, but you don't like these bottoms, then you could plant those. But I absolutely love those bottoms. And so I try to plant mine when I try to go ahead and plant the ones that have the bottoms. But sometimes I do put out some 7 top turnip seeds so that I can have some extra turnip to harvest whenever, I just want to add more turnips to my, to the pot. I just want to add more greens to the pot. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put this down here. I clean his bed up some. That's a good looking leaf right there. I'm gonna put that leaf in there. That's a yeah, I still don't know what this is. As I told you all, this volunteered from last year. I really do not, to be honest with you, I don't know what it is. It looks like a cabbage. Someone was out here the other day and pointed it out and said that they thought it was a collard. So, like I said, those brassicas look alike until if they get a head, if they start heading up, then you can tell it's a cabbage. This one looks like it might be trying to head up, but I'm not sure about it. But y'all, these leaves look so good that I am going to take some of these leaves. I'm not going to let these leaves just sit out here. I'm going to take some of these big leaves in, and I'm not going to cook all of these turnips for dinner today. I'm going to be putting some in the freezer. So like this leaf right here, part of this leaf is good. I'm going to go ahead and take this part off, and I'll be chopping those up, putting those in the freezer. Also, y'all, it's time to start putting, if you have not already started putting food in the freezer, it's time to start putting some food in the freezer. So we're not letting these good green leaves just sit out in the garden and let the worms eat them up. We're going to take them into the house. It doesn't matter which one of the brassicas this is. If you think you know what it is, let me know in the comments. But it don't really matter which one it is because, y'all, these brassicas are so delicious. Right now, I got a pile of brassicas here on the ground. And I'm just going to get as many of these leaves that I see. I'm just going to take off as many of these leaves as I can. Because, as you all know, these brassica leaves grow back. So, as long as I leave some on here, this will grow back. So, it's not for me. I'm not going to sit here and wait to try to see if this is a cabbage, a collard, or a, if it's cauliflower. Because we love these leaves. We love all of the leaves, all the brassica leaves. So they're going inside and going into the freezer. If it decides to go ahead and head up, that'll be fine. And see, I can pull these bad leaves off like this, and then I can give those to my chicken. And something that popped up down here. I don't know what it is, but it looked like a hellebore. And I wouldn't know why would a hellebore. Something here popped in and looked like a flower. I'm not sure what that is either. I'll wait on that. I think that's a hellebore. I plant so much in the garden. Okay, got another huge turnip. And I just twist this bottom off with all that soil on it. The size of that turnip. That is going to be some good eating with some hot water cornbread. I tell the truth, I won't need nothing else. I can eat that. I can have hot water cornbread and some turnip greens and be totally satisfied with the meal. I'm going to show this to y'all. I think this might be a hellebore. That's what it looked like. Look like a, what you call it, the other name for a hellebore is what kind of rose? Some kind of rose, but let me show it to you all. Okay, this is our green harvest, and that's turnip greens, and I'm gonna call it a collard. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna call it a collard green. So we're going to take those inside and wash them. We're going to take them inside, pick them, wash them, and we're going to can those. But this right here looks like a hellebore to me. So if y'all know what this is, let me know in the comments. If it's a hellebore though, I need to move it. I don't want it in here with my spinach. I'll take it and put it somewhere else. Got one of my cabbages is starting to head up. Small head, but it's heading up. It's already time to start removing grass from my garlic bed, and then I'm going to put some mulch in this bed. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will be getting this done. Try to prevent some of these weeds from coming in because the garlic does not like to compete with weeds. The onions don't either. I also need to go ahead and harvest this eggplant so I can get it in the freezer. Stop over and get me a tomato snack. I put some of these peppers in my greens too. Peppers and greens is delicious. These are poblano peppers. String beans. We're going to clean this bed out in a few days and replant it. Go ahead and get my basil out and put it in the freezer. And a few wax beans right here. Yep, these plants are ready to come out. I'm also going to harvest this celery, and I'm going to put it in the freezer But I'm not going to cut my celery root. I'm going to leave the root in the ground so this plant can start producing more celery. And you can chop your celery up, put it in the freezer, and it'll be just as delicious as the day you harvest it. And you can see the roots are still intact. Get these beautiful red peppers. There are a lot of green ones on here also. I'm going to leave the green one for now. We got like 2 more weeks before our first expected frost date, but that is exactly what it is, a first expected frost date. So I'll probably come back out and get these peppers. I'll come back out here and check on these peppers in a couple of days and harvest the rest of those. Y'all, these are eggplants. They are great to use as a filler in sauces, like spaghetti sauce, lasagna sauce. They can help to stretch those meals. You want fruit in your garden like this that's very productive, so that if you were needing to stretch a meal, make a meal go further, that you would have something that would help you out with that. Making sure that you always have food. And each one is loaded with seeds. So you don't have to ever worry about running out of this eggplant. It is bountiful, very prolific. And you can think of ways that you can use certain foods if you really don't know what to use them for. Because as I'm pulling these off, I think that these, with the flavor that they have, if you add certain things to them, I think this might make a good dip. Roast them in the oven with some onion, garlic, and peppers. Mash them up. Add some cream cheese and top with some more cheese and put it in the oven and melt that cheese on top and probably got a wonderful dip. I'll try it because I haven't tried that, but I was just thinking of a recipe for this eggplant. I imagine it would taste as good as a spinach artichoke dip. You could add it to that spinach artichoke dip. Got a few more on here. And we're going to take our harvest indoors. Okay, right here I have some daikon radish that I'm going to harvest. I'm going to just put them in the refrigerator in the crisper box and save them until I can harvest enough cabbage to make some kimchi. And I'll leave these smaller ones in this container. Get this grass and weeds out. And I'll drop some more daikon radish seeds in here with these. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this harvest video today and that you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.